Okay, I want to come up here this morning and I want to talk to you a little bit about, can your video be removed if it's put on private? Yes, it can. I know there's people out here that want to tell you all day long that no, on private, your video's safe. You can do a live stream, you can make a video, and if you put it on private, it can't be touched. That's a lie. There's no truth to that. Oh, you might say, well, no, there is, but no, that's a lie. Okay. How can I say that? Because I've actually had video. I actually got a strike for a video that was on private. I sure did. Yep, I got a strike and the video was removed and it was on private. No, it was not on unlisted. It was on private. Okay, and that's why I know what I know. Plus the fact that, because of copyright, and because of other things over the years, one time I get a strike and I had to watch this little cartoon video that YouTube forced on me to watch, and then I would have to take a little test that YouTube designed to see if I was paying attention to their little cartoon video to learn these things. And in that little cartoon video, and even in the test, it clearly stated that your video is not, unlisted or private, either one, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. The only way to stop yourself from getting a strike or taken down is to delete the video, not put it on private. So I don't care what anybody tells me because I've already experienced it in real life for myself. And you better remember that Google, the owner of YouTube, okay, technocrats, I like to call them craps, okay, they make the rules as they go. Don't believe for 1 minute that they don't. I watched these clowns when I was on 153. I deliberately, on this channel on YouTube, was keeping certain videos off this channel completely, and I was doing everything on 153 or BitChute. And I would be very careful when anything that I posted on YouTube, so that I wouldn't have no copyrights, no strikes, no nothing. So what did they do? They went over to 153 and they downloaded a video that I put on 153. No, it was not put on this channel, ever. Okay? And they downloaded that video and put it on my channel and then struck me for having it on my channel. No lie. Fact. Happened to me. I was very careful to make sure certain videos I made never went on YouTube. Well, I've already lost 3-4 channels and a ton of videos. Okay? I literally had them, I did a video once where I talked about a car accident that was created by texting and driving retards who think they can type to somebody on a cell phone while they're driving. And in this video, I showed an accident that showed no gore, no bodies, no anything. And within an hour of posting that video, YouTube struck that video down. Matter of fact, Kevin was around at the time and he had actually seen the video. And the strike and the pink page they used to put up let me know that the reason it was removed was because of nudity. What? They removed it because of nudity? And as Kevin said back in that day when that happened, is what nudity? That's exactly it. What nudity? There was never no nudity in there. There wasn't even a gore pitch of the freaking, after the car accident, body on the ground, all bloody, gore or anything. But people died in that car accident, and that's the reason I showed you that. And it didn't show no bodies, it didn't show no nudity, but yet they struck it down and used nudity as the reason. Where did they come up with that? Well, they reached all the way up their anal and pulled that line in their anal and shoved their turd in their mouth and spit it out is how they come up with it. Excuse my language, but that's how they come up with it. So, There's only one way you can be assured that you're not going to get a strike, or you're not going to get a violation of YouTube's guidelines when they constantly change them and do whatever they want, and they go against their own guidelines whenever they feel like it. Okay, because they're technocrats. Okay, there's just no way you can be assured of anything other than the fact that there's only one protection you have. If you do a live stream or you do a video and you fear that you might get struck down, delete it. That's the only safety you have. Unlisted, never. Private, never. Private does not protect you. And I hate to say that, but it's God's honest truth. I'm not going to come up here and lie to you. I've experienced this firsthand myself. Private does not protect you. If you've uploaded it onto YouTube, they already have a copy of it. Everything you upload, they have a copy of. Even if they remove your channel, they still have it all. They don't get rid of none of it. Nope, sure don't. Think they do? Wrong. And even if you delete it from YouTube, YouTube still has a copy of it. Don't think for a moment they don't, because they do. You know, manipulation games is what I hear, you know. You know, I watch Monty Graff because Monty Graff tells some truths. He also tells some BS. Monty Graff actually has a good personality as far as sense of humor. Okay, he really does. It's the reason I watch him. But you got to be careful with Monty Graff. He's not an honest character. He spent a lot of years hiding his name. Not only did he spend a lot of years hiding his name, he had several accounts that he used to do nothing but troll people with. Does that sound like an honest character to you that has to have a bunch of accounts that he trolls people with? No. That you have to hide your name from the public? And now, of course, this is none of my business, but his name came out. He's saying it's Stephen Quest. But yet, that wasn't his birth name. So then you have to question, why would you change your birth name? Why would you go to court and legally have your birth name changed? You hated your mom and dad that bad? Or is there something you're hiding that you don't want people to know? That's the only thing I can think of, and I leave it at that. I'm not saying no more. I have nothing personal against Monty Graff. I really don't. I think the guy has a cool sense of humor. I really do. That's the reason I watch him. He does tell truth. It's not like he's a complete liar, because he's not. By any means is he not. I don't think that he's a bad person overall, but don't fall for manipulation. His channel's not protected because he puts his videos on private. Most likely his channel's protected because he's an employee of the establishment. Yeah. I'm going to say that honestly. I think Monty Graff knows exactly what I'm saying. He can deny it all day long, but you know what? Let's look at somebody else that never lost their channel, never does, through everything, besides Monty Graff. Who has more subs than Monty Graff? Jason Goodman. If I came up and talked about the stuff Jason Goodman's talked about, I'd have been gone a long time ago. The problem is we don't live in an honest world. We don't have people that are honest. I am surrounded by liars and hypocrites and bigots. And I hate to say that, but I am. On top of the zombies. And I call them zombies because I'm telling you how you cannot see through what's coming down when it's right in your face. The only thing I can think of is zombie. I think the zombie apocalypse was quite real. It really is. The only difference is they're not eating brains because their brains are ate up by the brainwashing. They're unable to see their hand when it's right here, I swear to God. And then you have your truthers, who the majority of them are egomaniacs and hypocrites. And what's the three things that absolutely corrupts the human mind? Power, greed, and ego. Yeah, I added ego to that list because I've seen way too much with egomaniacs who call themselves truthers, who openly manipulate and twist and lie to you. The virus that attacked the human brain. Yeah, there you go. So the three things that absolutely corrupt the human mind is greed, power, and ego. Okay? That's the reason I speak against people who are egomaniacs. Okay? People who run on ego. Because they will lie, connive, and cover up to protect their ego. Which don't mean they're honest. You're claiming you're a truther, but you're not a truther. You're a selective truther. Sort of like selective amnesia. So you're actually part of the problem. You really are. You couldn't win this fight against evil because you are part of the problem. See, we are at a time right now where we either stand up and do the right thing because we actually care. Care? What's that? Oh, that's right. We lost that years ago. The only thing we care about now is selfishness, right? Mm-hmm. See, I don't personally have anything against Monograph. I don't know the man. Personally, in real life, I've never talked to him once. Okay? But I also recognize manipulation when I see it. I also know when the guy's lying. Pretty well. I pretty well know when he's throwing you BS. Okay? And there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, it's not like Monograph's the only person doing this. Believe me. By a long shot, he's not. Okay? But when it comes to how does he protect his channel, his Montygraph channel, well, I guess when you're an employee of the establishment, it's not hard to protect your channel. You're not touched, are you? See, I bet you Monograph don't got another account somewhere where YouTube come along and downloaded something he didn't put on YouTube and put it on his channel and struck him down. You know, the last two channels I lost didn't even have a strike on it when I lost them. No notice, no nothing. Channel's just gone. Okay, not even an email saying why they took it down. Nope, not associated with it at all. When I get a strike, back in the day they'd strike me down, and I'd be locked out of my channel for 2 weeks, and I couldn't do a video, post a video or anything for 3 months. No lie, fact. For 2 weeks we couldn't even log into my channel. But over the years, they keep changing things. You know, we keep adjusting it and wrenching it and changing it, just like we did our layout on YouTube. Ever since Google got their hands on it, it's been nothing but update and change this, update and change that, update and change this. They give you the complete list of rules, and you can read all the rules, and you can abide by all the rules, and they would just pull a rule out of their ass that wasn't even there, excuse my language, and come after you. Most of it's because when you tell truth, you get attacked. You know, I've been accused more than once in my life by people being too honest. And I look at these people, too honest. Because I don't come up and lie to people. I don't come up online. It's not like I'm, hiding anything. Because I'm not hiding nothing for what I talk about. What I talk about, I'm dead serious about. And I don't come up here and bullshit and sugarcoat stuff. See, I could personally care less what Monograph's done in his life. If he's ever gotten in trouble, if he hasn't gotten in trouble, or whatever, it's none of my business. I don't care. That don't affect my opinion of him, okay? I could care less what you've done in your life or any wrongs that you've done in your life because we all are naive. We all make mistakes in life. We all do things that we regret later. All of us. You're not no exception to the rule. You're not a little special snowflake. No, you're not. Neither am I. Okay? I don't feel Monograph's personal life is anybody's business. See, I'm not against him, like I told you. What happened in his personal life, why he decided to change his name, that's up to him. This is his life. It's not mine. It's not for me to judge somebody I don't know. Okay, so I don't. And I don't care what he's done in his life. The only thing I say when I suggest he's an employee of the establishment is based on stuff that I've witnessed, watched, and seen over the years I've been on here. I mean, I love the guy's freaking sense of humor. I really do. I really do. I love the guy's sense of humor. And sometimes he gets very passionate about what he's talking about. And I like that part about him. Okay, I really do. But I have to disagree. I can't help but disagree when I've experienced this myself. When I'm the one that had to watch a little video more than once and take a little test in order to be able to get back on my channel. Okay, and I already know that private doesn't protect you. I've known that for a long time. I lost a video that was on private. And I got a strike for that video. Yeah. Got a strike and lost it because it was on private. Now, you think the algorithm isn't going through your videos that are on your channel? Oh, no, they're going through all of your videos, including unlisted, including private. Don't let that shit fool you. You're dang right that algorithm is going through all of your videos, private and unlisted. You're not protected by that. He's manipulating you on that one. Maybe he honestly believes that that's what's protecting him. I don't know. I would suggest it's more like he's working for the establishment, like Jason Goodman, like Coach Red Pill. Yeah. You know, typical. Like Turd Flinging Monkey. Like people I know. Monday. Yeah, who's not there no more, right? You know, Forever Alone Monday. Yeah. You know, First. Oh, yeah, right. Mm-hmm. See, these are people that I would suggest. I mean, First, there's no doubt. The guy's employee of the establishment. You know, I never had issues with Moneygraph until he started deceiving people. Then I won't come up on video and deceive you. But then that's me. I come up on video, and whatever I come up on video, whatever I've said in the live stream, I'll come up on video. I tell you from my heart, and I tell you the absolute truth for what I see. It's not up to me to do anything other than that. And I won't ever do anything other than that. And whether you believe me or not, I don't really care. Because it's not going to affect me personally. But with what's coming down in this world, it's going to affect every single one of us, including you people who are working for the establishment. Oh, you may have been promised a safe position, a safe this. Oh, you might have a good life. I mean, it'd be like High Impact Flicks, Brian Young over there. Okay? I call him Little Alex Jones. He's Alex Jones Jr. Now, Moneygraph constantly slams Alex Jones while he promotes Alex Jones Jr. That's what I call him. I call him that because he's got to use his subliminal messages to go after the thing that's keeping you enslaved. He'll be flashing his shirts on the side above your head. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money. Yeah, each time I did that, that was the shirt he's selling. I need your money. I need your money. I've heard Brian Young tell people, I don't know how much longer I can do these videos, guys. If you don't give me some donations, I don't get some income coming in here, I can't do these no more. Based on he's speaking out about what's going on that's going to affect everybody's life. It's going to destroy everybody's life. But he has to have the tool, money. You know, my problem is this. I understand the 13 families are bankers. I understand, like, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and these 13 families are bankers, and they own the monetary systems globally. They are the ones in charge of printing the money that you're working for, that you're using to buy your stuff. They're also the people behind the cryptocurrency that's coming up now. That's right. Not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. No, cryptocurrency is going to be your nightmare. Yeah, it's going to be a control tool like everything else. And it's going to be the ultimate control tool, because you won't have no currency in your hand to trade or barter with anything. That's right. And you know, you people push gold and silver and keep saying gold and silver, gold and silver. I want to see you eat and drink gold and silver. I want to see gold and silver keep your roof over your head at a time that there's no food to be found. Yep. I want to see you survive on gold and silver. Can you melt that down and drink it? Maybe you could make a gold platter of food to chow down, huh? See, your real wealth is shelter, water, and food. That is real wealth. Real wealth is not a man-made concept. Never has been and never will be. You can think it is, and you can fool yourself all day long. Because that's all you're doing is you're fooling yourself. I don't know what else to tell you other than this is where we're at, okay? I got nothing personally against Montegraph, no hard feelings towards Montegraph, okay? I actually love the guy's personality as far as his sense of humor goes that he puts out for people. I know he has told some truth, but he's also done some things that are very shady. He also had umpteen accounts, and he also trolls people from them accounts. That's not an honest Joe that goes around trolling people. You hide your name from the public forever. Wait a woman where I'm at. Oh, I never said you had to say a state where you're at. I never had to, But I do remember one time, Montegraph's mentioned he lives in the Denver, and I call it the Denver area, okay? I wouldn't say Denver itself because he could be in Lakeland, he could be in Westminster, he could be in any of these surrounding suburbs of Denver. Yeah, so, he could be in any of the suburbs. So, Denver area. And then Montegraph has said this hundreds of times over the years, and one time there was a phony baloney thing that took a fucking happened. I think it was up in Colorado Springs, and I left a comment and asked him why he didn't grab his camera and go up there and get some footage of that. And because he actually lives in the Denver area. I said area, right? I didn't say Denver itself, okay? And even if somebody said Denver, it is the Denver area, okay? The answer I got from Montegraph was get my facts straight. He don't live in Denver. He don't live in the Denver area, so he's told everybody for years this is where he lives, but now he don't live here. Go figure, right? But, when you got somebody that hides their name from the public, when you got somebody who's openly, he's openly told you he screen captures and he knows film. He's really good. He's an expert with Photoshop. That's what I'm talking about, Adobe Photoshop. He's an expert with that. He makes his own graphics. He does this. He does that. Of course he does. He also showed you a picture right after the invisible bug showed up of a box of diapers we put on our face. The really good ones, like the ones I had on my job when I was working at Alpine Manufacturing. Okay? Yeah, like that one. Like them mask, The nice, good, firm mask that goes up over your nose and has a little metal up there. You can pinch it closed and you see, when you buy it in a box, it's like so. Not no more. Since the invisible enemy coming along, now you can't find that box on the shelf no more. Now, about the time that he posted that, the boxes wasn't to be found in any pharmacy anywhere. They had already been taken off all the shelves. How convenient that he should post that picture that I looked into it. It was Photoshopped. Well, of course it was Photoshopped. And the part that was Photoshopped is that will not protect you from that name, okay, that they gave us, to the invisible enemy. Yeah, it will not protect you from that. Well, I agree with the statement that it won't protect you from anything when it comes to a virus or pathogens, because that's true. It won't. But the reality is he Photoshopped the picture of that box. Yeah, he Photoshopped it because he's the one who put them words in there, guaranteed. That same picture was used by a ton of people over the last year. Sure was. So, I'm sure Montegraph's the one that was responsible for that picture that went all over the interwebs. Now, I could care less, but to understand this, it was Photoshopped. Okay, it was Photoshopped because that particular box disappeared off the shelves. How do I know? Because I went looking. I had a box just like that. Yes, I did. We'd bought one. and that box, and that was, of course, before the invisible enemy come along. And that box don't exist no more. Now, the diaper costs more money. And now it comes in smaller packages. They completely changed the packaging. Yeah, all this stuff was planned, but that's not the point. The point is don't fall for the manipulation. Private videos are not safe. No more than unlisted. The only safety you have is to delete. You know, there was a person up here, I think it was Jeff C., who was doing a live stream on his live stream. You know, he just, Monica says, I was booted out of my own live stream and I had to go back up again. No, Jeff C. was not just booted out of the live stream. He also could not do a live stream again because behind that was a strike. That's right. See, you gotta stop and think about y'all worried about the algorithm. Maybe you should also worry about the fact that we have thousands of people who are working for the establishment between fusion centers and Silicon Valley. We have people in United Nations, in military-industrial complex in Hollywood, who all have the back door to YouTube. No lie. You have thousands of people monitoring the interwebs every single day. Not on top of the algorithm. All you got to do is have one technocrat following you around. Or you could have your name on a list. That's right. And so you're not just monitored by algorithm, you're monitored by a scumbag human being who, for the tool that's keeping us all enslaved, will do anything they're told. That's right. And they have no problem with attacking you. They have no problem with when you block somebody, the internet corner. MoneyGraph sends them all to the internet corner for life. I would like to see MoneyGraph do that to First. That'd be awesome. He would ban them from his channel, gone for life. And First would just come in and unblock himself and be right back. Well, he couldn't do that. Yeah, he could do that. Yes, he could. He lives up in the Silicon Valley area. Mm-hmm. He works for UN. Yeah, guaranteed he does. Mm-hmm. And he has the back door to YouTube. He's the guy that puts porn in Steve's live streams. Steve had his live streams protected. I know. He had them protected. First time it could have been, 3 times he had porn put in there, and that's when he ended the show, right? First time he didn't have his settings, so it could have been a screen share from somebody in his meeting, right? Because he's using Zoom to meeting. So the first time, I give that thing, because it could have been anybody in that meeting, right? Second 2 times, no. He had the settings changed. Nobody could share that screen but him. And it's still there. And the last time, there was only one person in that meeting with him. First. Just think, he has a friend by the name of First, and he has his personal phone number in his phone, and don't even know his real name. And First won't give him his real name. He's just, my name's First. So I suppose your name is First, and your middle name is Second, and your last name is Third. See, it's insanity. And that last porn that was put in the last live stream was only him and First. And the porn played right there on YouTube, right there in the video, in the live stream. There it was, because you got the back door. You got to remember, Zoom is integrated into YouTube. YouTube is the primary. You're doing your live stream and using other programs to do it. They're integrated into it. The primary source, Google, YouTube, has the back door and overrides all of that. And if you have access in the back door, MoneyGraph could throw you off his channel all he wants. He could waste his breath all he wanted. Because they'll just come into your channel, BIA the back door, and they will unblock themselves. No big deal. I guess you're not in the internet corner for life after all, are you? No. See, I know this because I've experienced this. And I'm not trying to brag anything. I'm just telling you I've always been honest. And I've had people over the years tell me I'm probably the most honest person they've ever run into on the internet. And I've been told many times that I'm too honest. But see, I have something most people don't have in today's society. It's called true care. Yeah. See, I didn't go through the cremation of care. I'm not about myself. I'm not even about the tool. I'm not held enslaved by that tool. See, that tool you call money, gold and silver, is a man-made construct, and it's being what's used to control you. It is your enslavement. It literally is. And it will always be your enslavement. You cannot beat the system. You cannot go after the elite. You can't stop them unless all people, and not all, but the majority of people stand together as one. That ain't going to happen because we're all divided. Divide and conquer. So that ain't going to happen, no. So the reality is you're not going to get nowhere. And as long as you're hooked up on the tool, like little Alex Jones by the name of Brian Young. Yeah, he's little Alex Jones. He's all worried about that tool, the very thing that's keeping him enslaved. The very thing that the elite he's talking about, that he's complaining about. Well, guess what? They're the ones that own the tool worldwide. They're the ones that print it. They're the ones that created your cryptocurrency. They're the ones giving the orders to your puppet governments. They're the ones that are behind all of this BS. But nobody wants to go after them because then they would lose their, rather than take it back. It's insanity, but this is where we're at. Okay? I'm never going to come up here and lie. I'm going to post this video in both places again, But it's not an attack on MoneyGraph, so don't ever think it is, because it's not. It's just the reality is he's trying to convince you of BS. So MoneyGraph's own words, BS alert, but this time the BS alert's on him. Because the manipulation is through the charts here. Okay? It really is. I've done a lot of research. I'm very aware of what's going on around me. And I know when I see BS. Okay? And unfortunately, as much as I like the guy's sense of humor, that's what makes him a good person and to get along with. I don't even know him, but I know with that kind of sense of humor, he could be a blast to be around. I guarantee you that. He could be. Okay? So it's nothing personal because I don't know him, and this is not a personal attack. It's just I'm about trying to stop what's coming in, stop people from lives from being destroyed forever, and fighting against their population reduction plans and their genocide plans and blah, blah, blah. Because I actually care about everybody, believe it or not, including MoneyGraph. Okay, I don't want anything bad happen to anybody, including MoneyGraph, okay? But I'm trying to be honest about this, and I'm trying to help people, and you can't be deceptive and be helping anybody. You can't let your ego run you, you can't start spilling lies, and you can't Photoshop BS and put it out there and call yourself an honest Joe or a truther or you're fighting against the enemy, because no, you're not. You're holding their hand and you're walking through life holding their hand. That's what you're doing. You're controlled by what? I don't know what MoneyGraph's controlled by outside of the fact that I suspect he's an employee of the establishment. Okay, I really do. I'm not saying he's a willing employee of the establishment. Okay, I'm not going to say that. And I'm not even going to talk about the rest of that because there's something that happened years ago that MoneyGraph actually made a video reply to Logic Before Authority and myself. And MoneyGraph spent the majority of that video talking to me. He left it up a couple of days and took it down. Okay? And I think I caught the message pretty clear. I don't think MoneyGraph is a willing participant in being an employee of the establishment, but I'm sure his MoneyGraph channel isn't protected by the things he's telling you. He is protecting himself some against the algorithm. I would agree with him there. But it's not being protected by being on private. I know that from the little test I had to take from getting strikes. little cartoon video I had to watch and then take a questionnaire test and pass that test, or I had to go back and start all over until I did before I could get back into my channel. Yeah, I know that from that. Okay? And then the fact that I've had a video on private that was, I got a strike for and it was removed and it was on private. So to believe that they wouldn't be running the algorithm through unlisted and private, you'd have to be nuts. It's like, wow, what, are you missing something up there? Are you just not using common sense? Well, maybe you don't have common sense. Not using logic before authority? No, we're not talking about Mr. Cannon over there. Because Monty Graff pointed out some things about him, and Monty Graff was very accurate, and I actually give Monty Graff thumbs up for that. I really do. That I didn't realize Mr. Cannon was doing. And, no. Criminal behavior all the way, okay? That's when I separated from him, because he was not an honest to himself, but he was even, I won't even go there, okay? Things that I seen and what was showing them by Monty Graff was accurate, very accurate. I give Monty Graff credit for that, I really do. So I separated from him back then, okay? And that's just the way that is, because I'm up out here to try to help people for real. I'm up here to be honest with you, not bullshit you or lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. That's why I said, no, this is not an attack on Monty Graff himself. I don't know the guy personally. And I don't care what he's done in his life. You know, I've seen all kinds of shit thrown out there about Monty Graff and JonBenet Ramsey, and oh my God. And the stuff I've seen out there, man, you know, and I've been through all kinds of attacks myself. People will just reach up their anal, pull shit out, and attack you. They really will, man. And I know Monty Graff dealt with that shit himself. I ain't got no doubts about that, okay? So I said it's not a personal attack on Monty Graff at all. No way. Because overall, like I said, I don't know the guy no more than he knows me. I would not come up out of my way to attack him. I will not go on his channel and ever troll him. I did call BS on his statement about private videos, because that's BS, okay? It is BS. I'm the one that had the strikes, and I'm the one that had to listen to a little cartoon, and I'm the one that had to do the test twice. I'm the one that lost the video that was on private and had a strike from, and it was on private. I'm the one that had them freaking say, take a video down and strike me saying it was pornography and something that wasn't there. I'm the one that had them go over to 153 and download a video that was not on this channel and put that fucker on my channel and strike me for it. Okay, so, you know, no. I'm very aware. I'm the one that had Mr. United Nations worker come in the back door of my channel and unblock himself, create a duplicate of his own original account. That's right. To think that he could manipulate me and that I would believe, because he knew I'd block that right away. Okay? But I also knew when I blocked it, that would be the one that would never be removed, which is exactly what happened. And I knew that's what was going to happen when I did it. And that's exactly what happened, because he really thinks he's that smart when he's not. I don't know what to tell you, man, but that's where we're at here, and I'm going to get on out of here, but I wanted to do this because this needed to be said. If you're going to protect yourself on the web, the minute you upload it, they've already got it. Don't upload it. Don't go live. If you're that worried about it, don't upload. Don't do videos. Don't be a content maker. That's right. If you're not a content maker, then you can view and you'll be pretty safe. Of course, if you're leaving comments or blah, 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 that's being recorded too. So you might want to be careful about that too. As far as what Monty says about the algorithm and AI, I agree with you. I'm not against that at all. But don't think for 1 minute that they're not running that algorithm on your private videos and your unlisted videos and all of your videos. Yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are. It's only one protection you have. If you're a content maker and you don't trust it, you delete it. Now, you've deleted it from your channel, but don't mean they still can't come after you, because come on. I've lost, 3-4 channels now. And the last 2 that I lost absolutely had 0 strikes when I lost them. With no notice, the channel just gone. Okay, so no. No. BS. I've been through too much. So I have to agree that maybe I am one of the only honest people on the net. I'm not saying the only one. But maybe I am one of the few very, very honest people. Because I don't stray from my convictions because I know what I see. I don't ask for donations. I don't care about the tool. Because I understand our problem is the tool and the people who own the tool. And when I say tool, I'm talking about your money. Okay, that is the biggest problem. That is where all the corruption is coming from. Always has been and always will be. What did you think was going to happen to you when you allow private entities to have that kind of power? And you use that in society. I mean, I could go on for hours with this, but I'm not going to go any further. Because there's no need in that, okay? But I showed you the BitChute.com I opened up yesterday, and I do have a DLive. I haven't figured that out yet, but I'll go play with that when I feel like it, okay? You know, and I guess I'm just getting too old now. My health's bad. I don't really care. I mean, I do care. I care about what's coming down, and I want it stopped. But I can't do it by myself. No. We have to be able to band together and not be each other's enemy. I'm not Monograph's enemy. I would never troll the guy, and I will never make trouble for the guy. I actually like the guy. I like his sense of humor. I really do. So I actually like the guy, and that's the reason I listen to him. But I also realize that, you know, for whatever reason, it's none of my business. But the one thing I will say is for all of you so-called technocrats and all you people behind this crap, you're either going to reach down there and pull your head back out of you know what, or you're going to be responsible for what's about to happen to you too. Don't think you're going to be protected from it. Your children ain't going to be protected from it. Your parents ain't going to be protected from it. Your grandma is, and even with you given a promise to be protected from it, well, you know, that's what they done before in the past. Promised certain people this, and then when they were through using them, wham, took them out because they knew too much. I mean, you know, I don't trust nothing no more. I can't, okay? But I don't want you falling for the hocus pocus that all you got to do is put it on private. BS. Okay, maybe that worked out for him, huh? I would suggest that he's an employee of the establishment. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay? I would suggest it from the stuff that I've witnessed and seen. Okay? But I'm very honest. And he's nowhere near as honest as me. I can tell you that right now. No, he's not. Don't mean I dislike him. It just means he's not being honest when he has the ability to be honest. And maybe there's other reasons he's not, right? Maybe do harm would come to him if he was honest. I don't know. You know, I guess if I was in a situation where do harm was going to come to me because I was honest, at my age right now, I don't care. Take me out, I don't care. I'm ready. You don't scare me with it. No. You don't scare me with that at all. No, you don't. No. You know, but if you're scared of being taken out and not to lunch, well, then they got control over you. That's the way I look at that. Then they control you. That's exactly what they want. Okay, and you're only giving them their want. But yeah, we're at like 44 minutes for a video, almost 45 minutes, so I'm going to get out of here. That's about all I had to say. And to Monograph, no, this is not a personal attack on you. I would not do that. I do actually like you. I do think you got an awesome sense of humor. And you do tell the truths. You don't just tell old BS, okay? No, you don't. Everybody says you do is full of it, okay? Because you don't. I don't dislike you. Okay, I've watched you for a long time. When you did your parody videos and your comedy videos, oh, they were awesome, man. I mean, you know, your pappy potty mouth. Yeah, I like that. I mean, you did some good stuff and you've done a lot of good work, but you also, well, hid your name for many years when I didn't hide my name. You also have umpteen accounts that you used to troll people with. I would never do that because that's part of the corruption. But I'm not you. It's your business, your life, and if that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. Who am I? I'm not nobody to tell you what to do, and I never will even try, okay? I might make a suggestion, but it's only an opinion, and it's up to you if you want to do or don't want to do. I don't care one way or the other, okay? But I do care when it comes to deception. Don't manipulate people into believing. No, maybe I don't know. I would be guessing upon anything I say. So I guess I won't go there because I don't want to play guessing games. I'm only going to tell you what I saw, what's happened to me, and I know that that's complete BS. Putting your video on private does not protect you from criminals. Okay, it don't. Especially when they pull the rules out their anal anytime they want. Okay, and can violate all the rules they want anytime they want because of their position. And they love violating rules because that's the world we live in. Pathetic, isn't it?